Welcome to Stability Ball Workout for Dummies. I'm Liz Gillies. The Stability Ball is an exciting and effective way to shape and define your entire body. Plus, it's fun too. I have been working out on the ball for many years and have put together a routine that's challenging and designed for various fitness levels, including the beginner. One of the great things about the ball workout is that you're constantly using the muscles in your core or midsection to balance on the ball. So no matter what part of the body you may be targeting, you're also strengthening and toning your abs. We begin our program with ball basics. Topics include selecting the right ball size, inflating the ball, and correct body alignment. For the workout, I have selected my 15 favorite stability ball exercises and sequenced them in a dynamic flow that will work your entire body. As with all of our 4 Dummies programs, I show modifications to many of the exercises that make them either more basic or more challenging. Use these modifications to adjust the workout to your fitness level. During the routine, you will see these important icons. The jargon alert gives you plain English explanations of perhaps unfamiliar terminology. The Mythbuster helps separate fact from fiction. The tip icon highlights helpful hints. The beware icon cautions you against common mistakes. And the remember icon helps you keep on track, focused on your fitness goals. Before we get started, here are some important things to know. Place your ball on a non-slip surface. Wear comfortable workout clothes and supportive shoes. Have water nearby and a pair of 3 to 5 pound hand weights handy. A good sign that you're using the proper weight is if you feel fatigued toward the last few repetitions of each exercise. As you become more fit, you can increase the amount of weight you use. Ready? Let's get rolling. Okay, let's get familiar with the stability ball. First, here's how to select the proper ball size for you. This 65-centimeter ball should work best for most people. But the way to be sure that this is the right size for you is to sit on top of the inflated ball. Your hips should be in line with your knees, and your knees should be in an approximate 90-degree bend with your ankles directly under the kneecaps, toes pointed forwards. Remember, you can always adjust the size of the ball for longer or shorter leg length simply by adding or releasing air. If the ball still feels too big after making adjustments, you can use a 55-centimeter ball. And if you are over 6 feet tall, you might want to try the 72-centimeter ball. Now that you know which ball size is right for you, we need to review the inflation of the ball. When you fill the ball for the first time, you're better off going to a gas station and using a compressor to get a quick, firm fill that sufficiently expands the ball. Remember, the ball needs to stretch the first time you fill it, so give it a good fill. And don't worry about popping the ball since it can withstand approximately 660 pounds of pressure. Your new ball will probably come with a hand or a foot pump. However, I recommend using this pump as a maintenance tool to regulate your ball size after use. Next, body alignment. You need to pay special attention to your form when on the ball because of the ball's unstable surface, which is one of the very reasons you will see and feel dramatic results quickly. Using the ball in any position requires you to engage your core, your abs, your hips, and your back muscles to stabilize your center of gravity while on the ball. It's important to feel each exercise initiating from this area with an upward lift of the abs as if you have an elevator lifting up from the bottom of your pelvis to the top of your rib cage, rather than a tight, crunching feeling. The movement of the ball triggers deep postural muscles, working them together into a team effort to support the trunk, making you look taller, longer, and leaner. Using the ball will give you a balance of muscular strength and flexibility. This is the reason why the stability ball is such a successful tool in physical therapy and in combating chronic back pain. Another thing to remember is to keep breathing. Exercising on a ball may seem strange at first, but every time you do this workout, you'll become more and more familiar with it. Because the ball repatterns and improves coordination between the muscles of the body, you will notice considerable improvements within a short period of steady practice. You'll not only see new shape and definition, but your posture will also improve. You'll have more energy, and you'll jumpstart your metabolism, which helps to burn more calories. Let's begin. start moving with our ball now. Now that you're familiar with how your setup is to begin the exercises, we need to start thinking about how the ball moves with the body and affects the core. So we're going to warm up our spine first, then move on to the extremities. Follow me as I move you through your lower back and then move to the upper back. Here we go, 4 counts, 4 times, forward and to the side. Let's go. Under slowly first. Inhale, lifting up. So become aware now of your abs, working through your lower back. Let's do 2 more here together.
Focus on keeping your buttocks securely and evenly pressed into the ball.
Let's go side. Stretch, come center, and feel those abs. Remember that elevator going up through the top of your rib cage to help your posture. Together now for 4. Keep the lift. Feel how the ball moves with your body and gives you a mindful approach. Now to the side. Okay, excellent. Now, follow me around in a bullseye, each direction, thinking of how the body moves in a 3-dimensional manner with the ball, mirroring the ball's movement front to back and through the sides. So your posture's taller and leaner. Let's sit on top, adjust a little bit more, and move on to our upper body. If you feel that your balance is challenged too greatly here, just bring your hands back to the ball and continue rolling with us till you feel more comfortable. Let's get started for 4 here. Inhale and stretch, lifting up 1. Feel how great the ball moves with the body and stretches your whole torso. Now start with the arm side here and isolate just your upper back. Here we go. Exhale in. Inhale, open 2 count pulses each way. Exhale again. Great. Try to keep your lower body still as you're moving just the upper body. Excellent. Now, last one here. Bring your hands to the ball, stabilize yourself, and now let's find the ball move with the spine even more. Exhale, round up.
The ball creates a wonderful flow of movement, making it ideal to promote joint mobility and flexibility.
Now we're going to regroup our position again and move on to our side bend. So bring one arm up next to your ear, and if you need to, bring your hand down for better balance. We're going to do 4 of these again. Here we go. 4 counts over. Keeping 2 hips glued to your ball. Feel that great stretch here. Center, change. Now reach. Both hips are staying evenly placed to the ball to really get that great stretch. Great. Relax here now, and let's move extremities to stretch our hamstring. So just lift on the ball a little bit and feel the hamstrings connect with your foot. Let's roll the ball forward, alternating heels, and then get a good stretch to finish. Raise up. Feel how the movement of the ball works with the entire body and really triggers that core. 4 more here.
Always concentrate on moving slowly and smoothly through every exercise.
Here's your last one now. Now let's feel how the ball really helps you to keep your form. Pull your hamstring back, stretch here, keeping your chest lifted off your thigh. Round up, change to the other side, holding that trunk. Feel the ball work with your hamstring. Fabulous stretch. Excellent job. Let's get moving on to our exercises. You're going to love how the ball targets your front thighs here, sculpting them and bringing better definition into the tops of your thighs. Now, this is your first exercise with me on the ball, so you may feel a little unbalanced here. Just take it easy, make the movements a little smaller till you feel comfortable, and then you'll pick it up. So you're going to follow me for 8 repetitions here. Remember to engage your core. Let's get moving. You're lifting your leg up and down. Feel your foot helping you lift your knee and engage your core together. You have 4 more now.
Always lift your knee without bending the trunk forward and slouching into the ball.
Great. Now regroup your position and let's get started for another set.
To make this exercise more difficult, place feet closer together, narrowing your base of support.
Now each time you lift your knee, your abs lift that elevator up. This really helps you to keep that posture and stability on the ball. Now, let's add an extension onto that. And again, if you feel your balance challenged, just continue with your knee lifts. So we're going to extend the leg and lift the abs. Here we go for 8. Bend and stretch. Now let's start a little lower. to get that balance. Feel the core really working with the ball to help you feel your abs work and your leg. If your pelvis is tucking under, you want to keep your leg a little lower. Remember, we're working our postural muscles here. Excellent job. 2 more here. Last one. Excellent. Rest for a moment, check your position, make sure your shoulders and your hips are in line, and you have that setup that we talked about earlier. Let's go. Make sure you're bringing your foot down directly under your knee for better balance. Lift the abs up. Feel the chest lengthening and your posture improving with each repetition here. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Great job. Now move your feet a little more forward. And let's take that forward bend again, relaxing the lower back. Take a relaxation stretch. Round up. And let's move on. Moving on to our lunges. Take your legs and separate them about 2 feet apart. Take your ball forward and place it right next to your heel so that your knee is firmly planted inside. Lift your abs up tall and make sure your weight's forward over your back toe. Let's take 2 hands on the ball. Lower and lift 2 counts each direction, 8 times. Follow me, here we go. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Now the great thing about using the ball is it keeps your form proper. So take that back hip, move it forward as your front thigh goes back, and feel your core muscles work to hold your posture nice and still. You have 4 more. You're doing a great job. Start slow if you need to by making the movement smaller initially, and then make it a little bit deeper as your form increases. 1 more. Excellent. Let's try the other side now. Move the ball around, position it directly next to your heel, weight forward over the back leg, and of course your abs are lifted. Here we go. Lower and lift. Inhale down, exhale up. Pay attention to your shoulders here as well. You don't want to be folded over the ball, but nice and straight so that it encourages your hip to come back into the socket.
Don't let your mind wander. Concentrate on maintaining proper form to avoid possible injury.
Now let's think about 2 more pulling back, stretching up, 1 more pull back. Now let's change to the other side. Come around, lift your chest nice and tall. Remember to set up, and let's move on. Inhale.
Squeeze your front knee against the ball to help maintain proper alignment.
Now think of the opposition as you come back and forth.
Are you ready for a more challenging variation of the front lunge? Then try lifting your ball overhead. Be sure to double check that your front knee never extends past your toes.
2 more here, lifting those abs tall, opening your chest, feeling longer, and lifted. Let's try 1 more time to the other side. Get that set up, knee into the ball, abs tall, chest open. Last set, you're doing great. If you feel tired, keep your ball your friend here and press into it. It will help you to support your weight of your trunk, continuing to get longer, leaner thighs.
Falling into an exercise rut is easy. The ball can really rev up your workout by targeting underused muscles in a new and exciting way.
Inhale. You're doing a great job. You only have 1 more. And rest. So take your ball and move it over to the opposite side. Step forward and bring your left leg front and your right leg back, setting up for side lunges, one of my favorite exercises. As we get rolling, I'm going to tell you why I love this exercise so you can feel it. Lift your chest up tall and bend your knee forward. Now feel your thigh lifting and lengthening, targeting those hard to get into spots. Lift up tall, follow your ball, and keep your core engaged. Let's move 2 counts forward and 2 counts back. Now feel how the leg lifts toning your buttocks, and squeezing your thigh under. Be prepared to get a little twist in the waist so you really feel that stretch happening in the middle. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, pull back. As you're moving forward, make sure your knee turns backward slightly so you really feel that thigh muscle pull up. Last one here. Come back up. Change to the other side now. So cross your right leg forward, left leg back, intersect your inner thighs, and lift up tall. Move forward, spiraling your elbow back. Come up tall. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come up. And really feel that thigh pull up and back together.
Focus on keeping both feet pointed forward and the upper part of your inner thighs tightly crossed.
Inhale, feel the posture getting taller here. Excellent, you have 2 more. Try to get a little more stretch on the next one. Use the ball to help you stay tall and come back up. Excellent, let's try this once more together. Bring the ball to the other side, cross your legs. See if you can take a little wider stance this time. Lift the chest, here we go. And stretch forward, come up.
Here's a more advanced version of the side lunge. Try extending your arm out to the side, then bend your arm and body toward the ball as it moves.
Make sure the ball doesn't sneak away from you here by letting the chest drop. So keep the chest lifted and your pressure into your palm. Just feel the body moving as if it's a ball also. Last one. Excellent. One more side here. Step in together and then go with your right leg forward, chest lifted, squeezing inner thighs. Last set, you're doing great. Inhale, exhale. Remember to think of the knee pointing back with your elbow to secure that form.
If I have lower back problems, I shouldn't work out on the ball. False. This workout strengthens the structures important to spinal health and injury prevention.
Inhale, stretch to come up. Last 2 here, you're doing great. And rest. Let's move down to the floor now to continue to work our thighs a little bit more. So position your legs in a lunge shape. Hug your ball into your hip as if it's your best friend and get a nice side stretch so you can really secure the ball into your waist. Now, extend your leg out, and if you feel the ball escaping from you, just be sure to keep hugging it into your side. Bring this hand forward, and we're going to lift that leg 8 times and hold 8 times. Let's get started. Now, if your ball tends to slip away, remind yourself to pull to your side, so you're strengthening your core, and it will become easier with regular practice. Great, here's your last one now. Let's hold the leg up. And if this is too challenging, take it a little bit lower. As you get stronger, in your core, this will become easier. Lower. Now, a well-deserved stretch here. As you stretch the waist, this will help you also to become more familiar with the shape of the ball and keep it under control. Other side now. Let's set the position up, but most important is to really get that hug of the ball. Extend the leg out, control the ball to your waist. Here we go for 8 with an 8-count hold. Feel that seatbelt here.
Put a cushion or a rolled up towel under your knee for additional padding. For a challenge, try putting one hand behind your head.
This is such a great workout for your abs and your thigh. Now let's get ready to hold. Last 8. Keep hugging your ball in so you don't fall. Excellent. Release. And enjoy your dessert here, that well-deserved stretch. Let's move on. Now we're going to really hone in on our hips and thighs here. So let's lay on the floor. Bring your knees over the ball. And think about that same seated position, only laying down now. So hold on to the right angle, squeeze your cheeks in, engage your abs, and let's get rolling the ball up and down, 2 counts, using your buns. Lengthen up, lower down. Repeat this 8 times, following my lead with the ball. Make sure that your spine stays straight here. Engage the abs, and really think about squeezing your hips east and west here. Inhale, exhale. Remind yourself to keep those knees bent. Now we're going to change into a single pulse here. And lift, 2. Feel as if you're just moving naturally with the ball here, and feel how it really tones and tightens your buns with your hips, giving you the body of your dreams. Excellent. Let's try this one more time and really think about squeezing those hips. Lift your abs. Let's get moving.
More pain, more gain. False. Your goal may be to feel your muscles burn, but be sure and differentiate this burn from pain relating to joint stress or excessive intensity.
Make sure your neck stays lifted and long into the mat to help you keep your spine straight. Feel those hips working? Last 2, you're doing a great job. It's that down low that really makes the difference with the ball. Singles, here we go. This is so much fun to do with the ball, and you really feel those thighs working. Keeps your spine nice and long. Last one, relax and take a break. So now we're going to just move our feet into another position to intensify the hamstrings here. Feel your ankle in a neutral position with all 10 toes and 2 heels placed directly into the ball as if you're still sitting there. Bring your hands down. Follow me again, 2 counts up and 2 counts down. Really thinking of those glutes firing. Let's begin. Here's the same guideline here as we did in the hip swing. Keeping this core steady, and the ball should not move too much.
If you feel unstable, place the ball against a wall for extra security. As you become stronger, the ball will be easier to control and you'll benefit more.
Excellent. Last one now. And now let's take it into the single count hold. Hips up. 3, 4, keep squeezing your hips and your abs together. Great job, everybody. Release down. Take a little rest. Regroup your feet so that your heels are directly under your knees. And let's repeat again. All 10 toes on the ball, up and down 2 counts.
Try visualizing zipping up the muscles from your pubic bone to the navel as if you were getting into a pair of 2 tight jeans.
Think about moving the ball almost closer towards you as you come down so you're in the proper position to restart the exercise. This prevents the ball from rolling away from you. Great job. You have 2 more. Try to really fire those glutes now. Last one. Now let's get ready for our pulses. Hold your hips up for 8. Really squeeze those hips. Secure that ball. Feel all your muscles working together here. Excellent job, everybody. Let's take a well-deserved stretch together. Take one leg back. Stretch the ball away from you. Flex both heels. Point both toes. Come back in. Now reposition your foot inside a little bit more for better security. And feel your body roll towards the ball, flexing your heels. Pointing. Don't worry if your leg is not straightening here. What's more important is to keep your spine straight without over-tucking the hips under. The ball's great to help you find that form. Let's change sides altogether. So you're reaching out, following the ball, flexing your heels, pointing, coming back in. And tailbone to ball. Flex your heels, point. This stretch feels so great, doesn't it? Here's your last one now. Really stretch your hips forward. Flex, point, come back in. Great job. So pick up your lighter hand weights here. Remember, the ball challenges your core and stabilization. So we're gonna pull our shoulders down, lift our core up, and follow me one time slowly to get the positions. Bend the elbows, Turn the arms in, thumbs back, come back down, and feel those shoulders work. 8 together now. As you reach up, feel your shoulder blades pulling down and your chest open.
A basic or less difficult modification for the seated overhead press is to raise your weights to shoulder height only, keeping your posture strong and your focus forward.
Feel how much stronger your arms are as you pull your shoulders down and your abs up, working in that three-dimensional form. Last one now, nice and strong, and now take a little rest. Regroup your position. Let's try it again all together. Here we go. Bend the elbows, stretch, nice and tall, nice and strong on the rotation.
Do not tighten your neck and hit your shoulders toward your ears. Doing so can create unnecessary tension in your neck and cause possible discomfort or injury.
3 more now, nice and strong. Feel that rotation really help to find the back and front shoulder working together. Excellent. Last one here. Now relax, take a little stretch, and get ready for our next exercise. Most of you will want to switch to your heavier weight now for your biceps. It's a stronger muscle, so you'll want to feel the weight a little bit more here. Lift the chest up, feel your zipper, your elevator coming up with your abs, your core engaged, and let's get moving through your bicep curls. You're going to bend the elbows forward and release through the full range of motion. 1. Remember, as the weights move, your abs are lifting taller. The ball helps you really feel your core to keep your form perfect. 2 more here. Last one. Now let's go through this one slowly. You're going to work a little different position here with your shoulder. So we're going to curl the weights up, keeping the shoulders rotated back, and release. 8 all together now.
The firmer you feel the ball, the more challenging the exercise becomes by making it more difficult to balance. But do not make the ball rock hard, as that will be uncomfortable.
Excellent. Now, let's try this all together again. You have forward 8.
Lowering the weight is as important as lifting the weight.
Remind yourself to keep that knee bent so that your core can function a lot better. So just roll the ball slightly forward. Excellent. Ready to change now. Side, lift. Think of your pinky rotating back slightly, but make sure your wrist stays even. The tendency is to overextend the wrist here. Then you're just working your forearm. Excellent. Last one now, and on to my favorite bicep exercise. The ball and the bicep exercise are going to perpetuate motion together. So feel how they work as a team. Watch me once. We're going to roll forward, come back, keeping that muscle nice and tight. Here we go for 8. This is a lot of fun, and you really feel your core work with your arms here. This is one of my favorite exercises for the bicep to really get that sculpt, because it keeps the contraction going at all times. Great. Relax for a moment. Here we go, once more.
Now is a good time to check your posture. You should be sitting on top or slightly forward on the ball with your feet out from the base, under your knees, hip width apart.
Great job. You have 2 more here. Lifting and lengthening, and relax. Take a little stretch. Great job. So I suggest you switch back to a lighter weight now for your triceps. Although it's the largest muscle of the arm, it tends to be the weakest, so you don't want to compromise stability. Take the arm behind you, make both hips even, and feel the elevator lift. Now we're going to keep our wrist even here, and our shoulder back. Let's tap for 8. Keep the elbow nice and tight to really feel all the heads of the tricep work together. Now the ball is a great tool to help you find the balance in your body here between your shoulder and hip to understand that position. Now let's change our position with the arm. Bend the elbow in, squeeze back, and tap into the ball. Let's repeat this for 8 together. Squeeze and bend. The challenge here is to keep the shoulders even and the pelvis together, as if it's a box, a rectangle, up and down. Great, you have 2 more. And really think of the shoulder pulling down. Now straighten your arm out, keep your wrist even, and let's really hone in on that muscle by tapping for 8.
Build up gradually. You'll improve with every workout.
You've done a great job here now. Let's take a nice stretch to finish it up. Bend the elbow, and if you can, hold onto it with your other hand from behind. If it's too challenging at first, just stay here and enjoy the stretch. Bring your weight forward now, turn to the other side. Set up your position in your core first. That's the most important to make sure you are targeting the proper muscles in the tricep. Here we go, 8.
Don't forget to breathe. Try inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth.
Keep your abs lifted as the arm lifts. Everything works together front to back. Excellent. Now let's change our position. Bend and tap. Here we go. Bend, tap, stretch, tap. Keep the lift in the middle and both hips even here.
Make sure the elbow joint doesn't lock as you extend your arm back and that the wrist stays straight.
Excellent. Now keep your arm nice and straight, wrist even. Here we go for our taps. Really tighten the elbow. The last set is the most important to really fatigue that muscle group. Nice job, everyone. Relax, and let's go for that well-deserved stretch. Feel the elbow point to the ceiling. If it strains your shoulder, just bring your elbow more forward, and then slowly bring it up as you become more flexible. Inhale, and exhale. Excellent. Relax down, and let's move on. So if you have healthy shoulders, go back to your heavier weights now. We're going to be working our larger muscles and want to get a good workout. Position your weights directly next to your feet, and then come back up to roll forward. Place your hands on the ball and ease yourself slowly forwards. You should end up right in the position to pick up your weights here properly. Now you're going to feel a lot of muscles work together here. Your glutes are going to support your lower back with your hamstrings, and your body's going to be raised into a plank. Feel your shoulder blades nicely placed behind you and your neck free. Now raise your arms up directly next to your shoulders, on line with your fingers. Open the elbows to the ball. Exhale, come up. Let's repeat this 8 times together. Inhale, exhale. Continue to remind yourself to press your hips up and keep your rib cage even with your pelvis with the core muscles. Inhale. We're still working in that 3-dimensional manner, front and back. Inhale, exhale. You have 2 more, you're doing great. Feel those thighs working with the buns and the chest working with the upper back. Now take a little rest and we'll try it again. Relax your tailbone to the ball, let your lower back release a little bit, and let's regroup your position. Scoop your abs, lift up, bend the elbows, shoulders away from ears, arms just above the shoulders. Bring your weight slightly in to start. Inhale, exhale.
To build up to the chest flies, try positioning your entire trunk on the ball, increasing the incline position.
Feel how great it is to have the ball as your guide for your elbows. It really helps you to relax and then strengthen. This really sculpts your muscles more efficiently. Last 2 here. You're doing great. Here's your last one. Now a well-deserved stretch. Bring your elbows down. Drop the weights to the floor gently. And relax your tailbone to the ball. Hands behind your head. Move your feet in just a little bit so your body can contour to the ball. Now, let's take a great stretch for the back. Inhale, feel your abs still functioning to hold you on the ball. Release. Feel as if you're sitting into a chair here and the ball contours the body into it. Inhale, tailbone to the ball so you stay on top. Here's your last nice stretch. Now come forward, place your hands on the ball for security, and begin to roll yourself up. Sit on top and take a break. Even though you've been working your abs the entire workout, we're going to really hone in on them now and get them long and lean. So follow me forward. Gently roll the ball and feel your body contour into it. And rest your body so that there's no tension in your buttocks and waist. Now, let's set this position up. The C-curve formula begins at the bottom of the pelvis, works all the way up to the back of your head to make you longer instead of shorter. Let's get started. 2 counts up and down all together. Here we go. Exhale up, slowly lower. As you're coming forward, feel your back spread apart, pressing your belly into the ball. And breathe. The most important part of the abdominal work is to breathe. It lifts and scoops your lower abs upward and your ribs inward. We have 2 more slowly. Release. Last one, make sure your neck is loose. Now we're gonna hold and pulse together for 8. Remember to press into the ball, not away from it. And relax, take a little stretch. Inhale, exhale. Let's try this once more and really intensify the movement. Here we go. Exhale up, slowly download.
Press your back into the ball to work your abs even more. To simplify, position your trunk lower on the ball and do not extend as far back.
You're doing great. Just continue to feel your belly button pulling right into your spine here. Keep your shoulders away from ears and neck loose. If you fall into the ball, it's going to compromise your neck here and take away from your abs. Excellent. Last pulsing. Hold. Really feel those abs sculpt now. Oh, you did a great job. So let's take a little stretch to complete our series. Inhale. Now, bring your arms around and gently roll the ball backward, rolling you up to a nice seated position, and take a little rest. Our ball crunches are going to continue to work our abs a little more intensely now. So move the ball forward again into the same C-curve scoop position. This time, bring your hands behind the back of your head. Keep your neck long, and if you feel stress in your neck, go back to your C-curve till you become stronger, and then increase the intensity. Here we go. Lengthening and strengthening 8 counts. Exhale up. And we want to keep the abs tight both directions. Contracting and downloading. We have 4 more here.
To maintain proper neck alignment, envision holding an orange under your chin.
Now let's hold our 8 again up. Point your elbows slightly forward to hold that scoop even deeper. Great job. And relax. Take a little stretch. Let's repeat this again. Have fun with it. And remember to work from your core. Exhale up.
For a challenge, try extending your arms next to your ears, but don't compromise your overall form and alignment.
Make sure your neck is released by keeping your elbows forward. Here we go. Last 8, tightening deeper. Hold it. Squeeze it. Lengthen. Don't tuck your butt. Great job. Release. Take a well-deserved stretch here. Let's roll back up and feel taller and stronger. This exercise targets the muscles responsible for rotation of the trunk. So, as we're moving into the position, let's keep in mind that we're thinking of a long letter X from shoulder to hip on both sides as we work. Bring your hand behind the back of your head and your pinky finger to your top thigh. Let's move through this 8 times together with an 8-count hold, thinking about that letter X. Here we go. 8. Now, think of both hips pressing into the ball as you move. Exhale. Really feel that rib cage working. It's going to give you a great waist. Now let's hold here for 8.
Be aware, your arm, not your trunk, initiates the movement.
Let's take it to the other side now. Pinky finger to the thigh, both hips even. Here we go for 8. Let's get started.
Patience, good sense, and determination are key to achieving results.
Remember, both hips are staying even to give you that long, lifted, tiny little waistline. 2 more here. Now, let's get ready to hold and really exhale that that navel to the spine. Feel your weight back into the ball here. Great, take a little stretch, regroup your position. Come back up, and we have one more set together. Here we go. Now think of your arm initiating that movement so that your waist pulls in opposition, further intensifying the movement. Here we go, here's our last 8.
To avoid injury, do not pull on your neck. Try resting your fingers lightly on the back of your neck.
Great job, everyone. Little stretch here, come to the other side. Last set, keep your hips even. Let's get going.
Ab training will give me a six-pack. False. Ab definition is genetic, but diet and training will give a more defined midsection.
You have 4 more to go. Feel that waist getting tighter and more sculpted on every rep. Now hold here for your last 8. Make it count. This really will make a difference in how you look. Release back. Take a well-deserved stretch here. Inhale. Excellent. Now, let's bring the arms forward again. Slowly round yourself up. Take a little stretch here to release the back. Round up slowly. You just did a great ab workout. You're gonna love how this exercise works your back and your buns together. So let's get started by first lifting the chest over the ball. Bring your weight to your toes and prop your knees up against the ball as if you're moving your seat back to secure your spine. Now, we're gonna press our palms into the ball and extend the spine slowly up, one vertebra at a time, and slowly coming back down. Let's try this 4 times together now. Here we go. Inhale to come up, exhale to lower.
For a basic modification, keep knees bent into the ball when extending spine off the ball. To increase the difficulty, bend your elbows behind the back of your head and straighten your legs as you lift.
Feels so good to stretch the abs here as well. Exhale. Come down to your knees now. Take a little rest in between. Now we'll try it all together again. Come over the ball, get your position set up. Sit bones back, lift your seat, and come forward.
I must raise my back high to get any benefit. False. Even a small amount of extension is beneficial. Just remember to initiate the lift with your chest and not your head.
Doing a great job. Just remember to keep your seat to the ceiling and relax. Calm down now. Now round up slowly and relax. You're gonna love your ball push-ups because it really positions your body appropriately to work your arms harder. So tuck your toes under, roll the ball forward as we did in our last exercise, and place your hands in front of you. Make sure your shoulder and your hands line up and your weight's distributed over your index finger and thumb. Now your body's in one straight line here. Roll the ball forward, bending your elbows 10 times, coming up. Here we go. Lengthen the neck. Let's get started. Inhale to come down, exhale up.
To modify the push-up, keep your trunk positioned more on top of the ball.
Feel as if your body's like a seesaw here as you're moving. Your core stabilizing that body. 2 more. Lengthen. Last one. Excellent. Now sit back. Take a little rest here. And let's repeat again. Come forward. Remember your form. On the ball is your hip and shoulder. Over. Hold, index finger and thumb, neck long. 10 more.
For a challenge, move body forward off the ball to knees or even ankles, decreasing the support of the ball.
Now feel your inner thighs help to squeeze together to stabilize your body. Abs lifted to your spine, elbows wide. Excellent. Here's your last 2 now. Great job. Hold, sit back, take a little stretch here, and let's get ready for our cool down. You're gonna love how the ball flows with your body here. So let's begin with our cat stretch. Stretch your arms out in front of you and bring your seat back. Get a nice long stretch here. Relax your head. Now peel your seat under, rounding through your spine. Hold here now and stretch your thighs. Pressing your seat forward and keeping your spine with your trunk lengthened. Let's do this again twice more together. Lengthen, feel a nice stretch. Now exhale, round up, hold, and stretch your thighs. Excellent. Let's do one more. Feels so good to stretch your back here.
Always do the cool down. It's an important part of your workout.
Feel your core stretch now. Put those muscles to work that you've just been using. Hold and relax. Let's come to the floor now. We're going to stretch our hips here. So cross your legs comfortably. And don't worry if you have to bring your legs more forward. As you become more flexible, it'll get easier. Bring 2 hands forward, drop your chin, and feel the natural motion of the spine move with the ball here. Relax into it. Hold. Now peel up with your abdomen, massaging into your spine. Open the chest. And let's do this again. Drop your head. Exhale the air out. Hold. Roll up. And feel how nice it is to stretch your hips that way. Let's change to the other side. We always want to balance both sides when we're stretching. It's important. Drop your chin forward. Empty the air out. Roll with that ball. Feel it help you stretch your upper back now. Last one here. Exhale. Stretch forward. Excellent. Now, let's open the legs for an inner thigh stretch and a lower back stretch. Bend your knees initially. As you become more flexible, stretch your legs out. Support your weight forward so your spine is straight with your arm. And again, use your core to help support. Hold and exhale across. Stretch, relaxing your neck. Come back up. Let's do this once again. Feels so good in the lower back. But remember, your core has to work through every exercise, even your cool down here. Exhale across to the other side. Slowly come up and feel a nice side stretch. Last one. Great. Now, let's take the ball to the outside of the leg. We're gonna do the mermaid here. So take your hand on top, take your inside hand to the other leg. Open the elbow. Move the ball away. Exhale, come up. This is so great to stretch your shoulders. And if you're sitting at a desk all day, you really need this. Now, let's change to the other side. Spiral the elbow the best you can. It initiates from your trunk here. Now stretch and reach. Think about pressing into your hand on the floor with your thigh. Excellent. That feels so great. Now, let's come up into a lunge shape and stretch our thighs a little bit more. Bring the ball forward as we did earlier. And line your knee up right against it. Let's roll with the ball now and just enjoy the stretch here. Come back up. Use the ball to support your balance. Here we go, last time. Inhale, hold. Feel that back thigh, really enjoying that stretch. Great. Change to the other side now. Hold. And lift the chest and just flow with the movement of the ball here. Make sure your abs are still working though. It's important to support your trunk and not let it collapse forward. Exhale, come up. Great job. Now, use your ball to help you support your weight here. Come onto your toes, because your feet have muscles in them too. So let's stretch the backs of your toes and your arches. And now press your heels to the floor for an Achilles tendon stretch. Support your hands on the ball and allow it to help you roll up, using all the muscles we've been targeting, hamstrings and abs here. Now come forward and sit on top of the ball. And let's enjoy a nice final back stretch to complete our program. Position yourself as we did for abs. Roll your spine back, support your neck, and just enjoy your last stretch. Inhaling and exhaling. Take a long, deep breath in. Bring your chin forward and slowly round yourself up into a nice seated position. You've just done a great job completing your Stability Ball workout for Dummies program. You will love working with this ball. You should try to do this 2 to 3 times a week to totally reshape and define your body. You will also notice that your daily activities become easier with improved posture and balance, leaving you more time to enjoy your life. See you next time.